Jay here, Stretford Paddock. This is the Paper Talk. As you can see, I'm outside Old Trafford as usual, and the weather is pretty mild. Blue skies. Maybe you don't even need your coat this morning, but you know me, I always like to keep my parka on. We'll get straight into it. A couple of stories doing the rounds this morning. It's not a busy news day, but there's a couple of stories that I'll give you an update with. Bit of good news on the Amad Diallo front. He's returned to training this week. Obviously, Diallo got injured, was due to go on loan to Feyenoord. That fell through because of his injury, but he's now back in training. Be interesting to see what happens with Diallo, because he's obviously brought in on a deal that could potentially be, I think, up to 37 million quid. Very good, talented young player. We spoke to Fabrizio Romano about him about 6 months ago, and he was saying how impressed he was with Manchester United for getting Diallo, because when he was at Atalanta, the Atalanta players were raving about him, and Romano felt that maybe someone like Juve had come in for him. United got in there relatively quick. He hadn't played a lot of football, not first team football, but when he came here, got a couple of chances, did well. I think it was at the Europa League, he got a goal in. Seems to be a very lively player, a stronger player considering his size and build. A low move kind of made sense, but it fell through due to the injury. Now back in training. I'd like to see him feature, but we've just got so many players in those positions. You know, he is a winger who, you know, can play. I think he can play more on the right than the left, so there's opportunities, perhaps on the right than there is on the left, but you've still got Jadon Sancho can play there, Mason Greenwood can play there, Ilanga can probably play there. I mean, yeah, it's going to be difficult for Diallo to get many games, but he's back in training anyway, so we'll see how that one pans out. So it's better that he's fit than he's not fit, of course. The big story doing the rounds this morning is about Paul Pogba and his contract. Yes, it's 2012 all over again, or 2018 or 19 all over again. It seems that Paul Pogba is open to the idea of signing a new contract at Manchester United. This has come from French media outlet L'Equipe, who are quite reliable. They're saying that he's up for it if he gets the right deal, and that deal would be about £400,000 a week. That would make him one of the biggest paid or highest paid players in Premier League history. Now, there's a lot of things to take into consideration when it comes to Paul Pogba. One thing to take into consideration is you're not going to get any money for him if you sell him, because he can go on a free transfer in the summer. Another is his marketing value. I know people don't like to look at that, and old school fans like myself, that's not something we really think about much when it comes to a player, but it is a consideration for a club. Does he generate money? Does he generate revenue? Is he a type of player who, you know, makes people give you sponsorship deals or whatever? He's a very well-known, popular player, isn't he, Paul Pogba? Not just at United, but he's well-known throughout the world. So maybe that's a consideration for Manchester United in terms of the deal they're offering him. But for us fans, the main thing is what he does on a football pitch. He's obviously had a good start to the season with 7 assists. I think we're still trying to find the perfect role for him at Manchester United, which sounds crackers when he's been here since his return anyway, since 2016. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has obviously used him mainly on the left wing this season. I don't know how much that's going to last for, or how long that's going to last for, especially with Marcus Rashford coming back. But you'd want to see Pogba stay, I would anyway. I know there's some people that think, oh, this saga's been dragging on, is it time for him to move on? But if he does move on, he moves on a free, so you're not going to get any money for him. And you want the top players at Manchester United. And apparently as well, according to reports, he's been impressed with the fact we've got Ronaldo, we've got Rafael Varane, we've got Sancho, we've got a squad, we've got a good squad and a good team. He's probably got better players around him than he's ever had at Manchester United, other than when he, you know, made a cameo back in 2012 or whatever. I mean, you look at the quality. You've got Bruno alongside you. You've got Rashford, Greenwood, Ronaldo, Cavani in front of you. Behind you, you've got the likes of Rafael Varane, Harry Maguire. I mean, it's a strong Manchester United side, so if that has any bearing on his decision, you could understand it. We'll keep you posted on the Paul Pogba one. It's probably going to rumble on. I think in January he can sign a pre-contract agreement with someone. So if he does want to leave, he'll probably do something then, which is going to be disappointing, because that could make the case that he's going to be distracted. He's signed a pre-contract agreement with someone. Is his focus on Manchester United? I'm not, you know, I don't be too critical of the lad, but you do worry, don't you? So could be another one that rumbles on for a bit longer, but it can only rumble on for so many months before he's got to make a decision. And just finally, there's a couple of reports doing the rounds. I mean, I'll tell you about them because they're doing the rounds this morning, but we've heard it before that Manchester United are going to prioritise a midfielder in the summer. Doesn't look like one's going to happen in January. I think Steve spoke to Romano yesterday on Rio's channel, and we spoke about it last night on our live, that it was very difficult and very unlikely that Manchester United will be able to bring in a midfielder in the January transfer window, despite the fact we need one. It's probably going to be next summer, and that'll be United's main priority. So we'll keep you posted on any developments in terms of our midfield acquisitions or anything else. Paul Pogba, whether he's going to go or stay. Amad Diallo, whether he's going to get a look in. Any of that jazz. Make sure as well you're checking out paddockmerch.com. Don't forget to hit like, share and subscribe. We're trying to get to 700,000 subscribers. We're just over 610,000. I want to get to 700,000 by the end of the season, and with your help we can do it. This has been The Paper Talk. I'm Jay Moy. Thanks for watching.